It's week 4 of the 2027 season, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Pats and the Titans, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Last week was really all about the turnovers. He had some success throwing for 3 touchdowns. At times, the offense was really clicking and had some nice rhythm, but he has to eliminate the turnovers. Anytime that a defense can take the ball away, their odds of winning the game significantly increase. So coming into this game, can he continue to keep the good, continue to trust that passing game to score points and be aggressive on offense, and at the same time, eliminate the bad? That's going to be the key today, and if he can do that, man, this is as good an offense as we've seen in this league.
It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, New England. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Again in the air for Purdy. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Motion man is Rice. To throw once more, it's Purdy. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Play action now. Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and goal, Purdy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Brock Purdy, touchdown New England. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, now their rookie quarterback.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Here's a first carry for their running back. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Here we go.
They send him right out of the slot. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening. And they'll mark them down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Purdy. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They run over center with Robinson. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Purdy. That's out to Kittle as they set up the screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. This will be returnable from his own 15. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
First and 10.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. It's the linebacker, Zaven Collins.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Going right back to Nakua, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. That's one he'd love.
Gerard Mayo not happy with that last call. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A handoff here, up the middle, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a toss as they look to run. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and get
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
the defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time,
that'll be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over just shy of midfield.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with the ball with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go now. Go.
Now Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Purdy going to put it up again. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Titans offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And this throw batted away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From out of the gun, he'll throw. a man over the middle. It's Worthy.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Go.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
Ready? 19 Lions. Set go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Mustang 19.
On 1st down, here's Milton. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. 1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw for it with Milton. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And the Titans are on the board just before halftime.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Take go.
Now Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. Throwing on second down is Purdy. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Here's 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. They'll throw again with Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Ready. Let's go now.
Here's Purdy again. This throw left side caught by Kittle.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's interference. Defense.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Final play of this first half. Here's Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Pats add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. He runs with it, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And this one all tied as they've gone to the intermission. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they trail the visiting Eagles at halftime. Michael Wilson, 100 yards receiving on the nose and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, set.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get the... And he's in! Touchdown, Titans!
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Titans are able to cut the deficit to 10. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Another run here for Robinson. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. Third down, Purdy.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Titans offense ready to see what they can do. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down for Tennessee. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Back to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play. And a first down. Slot receiver headed right. Here comes the jet sweep. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Zaven Collins.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Purdy now on second down. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. First and 10. Purdy. Open man is Davis. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Here we go. Roll, check.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Purdy works out of the pistol. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They let Gerard Mayo not...
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field
So
is
that
reversed.
challenge, a successful one. Carlson's kick is good. And the Patriots will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
Set to go now on first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to run it. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. He'll try the right side this time. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6, and get inside the 10-yard line. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. And he will pick up a 1st down up to the 37-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
To throw on 1st down is nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. Go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll run it here with Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. The motion man is Nakua. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. handoff, it's Robinson. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will score. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, New England. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Pats tack on 1 more to their lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Oh, a loose football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.